BMW's compact SUVs are changing, and this car I'm in is the proof. It's the X2, or more correctly, the iX2, the electric version that I'm driving now. As you can see from the exterior, it is a very, very different looking car, far sportier, far sleeker than the model before it. Yet it's all about BMW trying to sell more on style. Now this car, beneath the skin, shares a lot with the X1, the more traditional SUV body style. It's a far sleeker look generally. As with the X1, you'll be able to get a choice of both fully electric and petrol versions. This one I'm in is the iX2, the xDrive 30, so it's the more expensive of the EV variants. This sells for about $93,000. Now that's about $10,000 more than the entry-level 4-cylinder petrol-powered car. You can also get a slightly more affordable front-wheel drive single-motor version of the EV, and that one sells for around about $90,000. Now with that pricing on the iX2, the crucial part there is it actually slots below the luxury car tax threshold, which means it's available to get the fringe benefits tax incentive. So all of a sudden, if you can package it up through your work on a novated lease, you can potentially save thousands of dollars every year. And for that reason, BMW thinks that this car could be a significant seller. The brand is saying they think roughly half of all X2 sales could be the electric models. But the appeal of the iX2 runs a lot deeper than just the price. Performance-wise, it's also pretty slick. This one's making 225 kilowatts, so you step on it, not only makes a funky noise, but it also gets up pretty well. It's pretty good through the corners too. Nothing out of the ordinary, but it's got that sort of BMW crispness in terms of the steering and how it settles into a bend, and it really deals with mid-corner bumps quite nicely. So it feels very reassuring through corners. You've got no shortage of technology, including 2 nice big screens across the dash. And also it's got the new Android automotive operating system, so a different way of controlling the software behind the scenes. Now, being a compact SUV means you don't have a whole lot of space in the cabin. It's absolutely fine up front, and these seats are terrific, great sports seats that sort of hug you in all the right places. In the back, not really my speed, but it'll do the trick for a couple of smaller people. And there's the occasional little hiccup, things like this, for example, the center console. You open the lid and it opens to the passenger side, not the driver's side, and that whole thing's pretty shallow as well. So a couple of tiny things like that, which is a shame because the rest of the cabin looks fantastic. It's got really high quality materials and finishes, some really interesting layouts and so on, so it actually steps up and lives up to that luxury expectation. But of course, by compact SUV standards, it's not super cheap, but at the end of the day, these EV models that are pretty affordable, and the ability to package up these EV versions in a novated lease and get a tax benefit is a huge part of the appeal with the X2, or as I said, the iX2.